Welcome to Southwest Desert, where adventure meets the arid beauty of the American Southwest. Join us as we explore the rugged landscapes, uncover hidden historical gems, and dive deep into the rich legends and culture of this iconic region. Subscribe now and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on our latest desert adventures. Please leave a like or comment. This is very helpful. Let's journey together into the heart of the Southwest Desert. Welcome to Southwest Desert, the channel that unearths the buried stories of America's Southwest historic towns. I'm your host, Alan. Today, we're traveling to a small corner of Nevada where fortune hunters once sifted through gravel hoping to change their lives forever. It's a place where Chinese immigrants toiled alongside rugged pioneers, where mills thundered day and night crushing ore, and where the fortunes of an entire community rose and fell with the glitter of gold. Join us as we explore Dayton, Nevada, the unlikely settlement that survived boom, bust, and fire to become one of America's most authentic gold rush towns. Imagine standing on the banks of the Carson River in 1849. The California gold rush is in full swing, and thousands of eager immigrants are pushing westward, their covered wagons groaning under the weight of supplies. A handful of those travelers pause here, at the mouth of Gold Canyon, about 12 miles northeast of what will later become Carson City. They're thirsty, their oxen are tired, and as they bend to scoop water from the river, something catches their eye: flecks of yellow in the gravelly soil. Those tiny specks would transform this quiet riverside spot into Nevada's first gold mining settlement. But unlike its more famous counterpart, Virginia City, Dayton wouldn't explode overnight into a raucous boom town. Instead, it would evolve through waves of prosperity and abandonment, shaped by the fortunes of nearby strikes and the perseverance of those who called it home. The earliest incarnation of Dayton wasn't much to look at, just a seasonal tent trading post catering to immigrants on the final leg of their journey west. Merchants would set up shop during the summer months, selling supplies at premium prices to desperate travelers, then pack up and head elsewhere for winter. But gold has a way of putting down roots. By the early 1850s, the first permanent building appeared, and a small year-round community began to take shape. These frontier entrepreneurs weren't just mining gold, they were mining the miners, providing essential services to those working claims in Gold Canyon. What's fascinating is that many of these early miners were Chinese immigrants who had initially sought their fortunes in California. By 1857, their presence was so significant that the settlement earned its first unofficial name, Chinatown. These Chinese miners often worked claims abandoned by others, using traditional placer mining techniques to extract gold that less patient or skilled miners had missed. Life in this early settlement was harsh. Winter winds swept down from the Sierra Nevada mountains. Summer brought scorching heat and dust. Water was precious, and competition for good claims could turn violent. Yet a community persisted, drawn together by the shared pursuit of prosperity in this inhospitable landscape. The precarious nature of frontier settlements became evident in 1859 when the remarkable Comstock lode was discovered just 7 miles north. Almost overnight, buildings were literally picked up and moved to the new strike. Entire businesses relocated, leaving behind only the most committed residents. Sir Richard Burton, the famous British explorer, passed through in 1860 and described what remained as a line of ranches and frame houses forming a kind of length without breadth place with a dreary and grim evening atmosphere. Not exactly a ringing endorsement for potential settlers, yet Dayton refused to become just another ghost town. By late 1861, an unexpected reversal of fortune was underway. The population surged back to several hundred as new settlers recognized Dayton's strategic location. Situated between the Comstock mines and the outside world, Dayton was perfectly positioned to serve as a transshipment hub. This revival brought formal recognition. The community shed its Chinatown moniker and was officially renamed Dayton. More significantly, when Nevada Territory organized its counties, Dayton was selected as the seat of Lyon County, a considerable honor that brought governmental infrastructure and prestige. A post office was established in January 1862, and a Pony Express station operated on the eastern edge of town, connecting this frontier outpost to the wider world. Meanwhile, a rival settlement called Mineral Rapids, immediately to the east, was absorbed into the growing town. Dayton was no longer just surviving, it was thriving. The economic engine driving Dayton's growth wasn't just gold mining but ore processing. The first major quartz mill was constructed in 1861, and others quickly followed. These mills were technological marvels of their time, using massive stamps to crush ore and complex chemical processes to extract precious metals. The Carson River provided both the water needed for processing and the power to drive the machinery. By 1865, Dayton had reached its peak development with a population of 2,500 residents. Contemporary accounts described it as a neatly built, friendly mining town. A 200-foot bridge spanned the Carson River, connecting Dayton to settlements south of the water. Main Street bustled with diverse businesses, including storehouses, restaurants, and even a German brewery. For a frontier town, Dayton offered surprising comforts and amenities. But mining towns rarely enjoy stable prosperity, and Dayton was no exception. After 1865, the population began to decline as easily accessible gold became scarcer. Yet unlike many boom and bust towns that simply disappeared, Dayton adapted and endured. A second renaissance came between 1872 and 1878. Driven by increased Comstock mining activities and the construction of the Sutro Tunnel, an ambitious engineering project aimed at draining water from deep mine shafts. During this period, 12 mills operated in the Dayton vicinity with a combined capacity of 180 stamps, thundering day and night as they crushed ore into powder. This renewed prosperity allowed for civic improvements, including a stone schoolhouse that became a point of pride for residents. This wasn't just any frontier school. It featured comprehensive blackboard installations, decorative mottos and pictures, comfortable floor matting, and even flowers and vines growing in the windows. Such attention to educational facilities speaks volumes about the community's values and aspirations. As the Comstock mines declined after 1878, Dayton contracted once again. Yet the arrival of the Carson and Colorado Railroad in 1881 positioned the town for future opportunities, even if immediate benefits were limited. Throughout the early 20th century, Dayton's population fluctuated, sometimes reaching 700 residents as mining and railroad activities ebbed and flowed. Dayton faced perhaps its greatest challenge in 1909 when fire engulfed the courthouse. This disaster, coupled with shifting regional dynamics, led to the county seat being relocated to Yerington in 1911, a significant blow to Dayton's prestige and administrative importance. Yet even this setback couldn't extinguish the town's resilience. Between 1920 and 1923, the Gold Canyon Dredging Company launched a new mining effort, using floating dredge technology to process 3 million yards of gravel and recover over $300,000 in gold, a substantial sum for the time. The operation eventually shut down when massive boulders interfered with the dredging and created water management issues for the dredge pond. The final chapter in Dayton's commercial mining history came between 1939 and 1943, when two companies conducted placer operations that left behind an immense rock pile in North Dayton, ironically, right at the site of the original 1850 gold discovery. World War II effectively ended these operations, bringing Dayton's gold mining era to a close after nearly a century. Today's Dayton bears little resemblance to the bustling mining hub of the 1870s. With approximately 400 residents at the time of our historical record, it's a quiet community where the past remains remarkably present. Numerous original buildings have survived, offering a tangible connection to the town's gold rush heritage. Mill ruins dot the landscape, silent witnesses to the industrial activity that once defined this place. What makes Dayton truly special is its authenticity. Unlike many historic mining towns that have been heavily commercialized or reconstructed, Dayton retains its unspoiled character. The absence of inappropriate development has preserved its historical integrity, making it an invaluable window into Nevada's economic history. Join my Patreon community and discover my art print products on my website in the links provided in my description and link above. Also, if you would like a particular image from my videos, give the timestamp for image, and I will upload it to my website and Patreon. Thank you for joining your desert frontiersman Alan for another Southwest Gold story. Check out my large catalog of Southwest videos and playlists on historical tales, legends, lost gold stories, and adult bedtime stories. If you like a certain image from my videos, tell me in comments and give timestamp. Happy trails! Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more great content. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.